Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. I'm Elijah, and it's the program that you're listening to. Let's go to here's the paper. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. That's the paper. And the message that the Lord gave to me, for me to give to you. Then we have banned from the Bible, 3 books in one. Jubilee, Enoch, Jubilee, and Hasher. Hasher first, Jasher. From the time they left the garden, that's what it has, the testimony. From the time we left the garden until we went to the promised land the first time. Jubilee is the prophecy of everything that was going to happen to us from the time we left the garden until this day. They also have testimonies in that also. Then you have Enoch, and that's the thing that was going to happen to us from the beginning, from generation to generation, from the beginning to the ending. So you have that. Then you have this book, the Apocrypha. Apocrypha. There's knowledge, wisdom, understanding, faith, patience, judgment, execution of judgment, the righteous judgments, prophecy, doctrine. You have all that in there. Then you have got to know your demons. You got to know your demons, how they attack and everything. The Testament of Solomon. And so they have demons in that. That's what we talk about, the demons, who they are, what angel frustrate them, what business that they're in, what business that they do, and you need to know that. Now, you can go along with the people, oh, I'm scared, I'm afraid, and now my pastor told us don't touch that. Okay, well, go ahead right on ahead. And them demons still attacking you and doing all different types of harm to you. And you just want to go right on ahead with the program that you're going into. We're going to get to that this morning. The testament of the 12 patriarchs. That's our inheritance. That's why I'm here. See, I'm going to send Elijah to you before the great and dreadful day of the Lord. And he should turn the hearts of the children back to the father, and father hearts back unto the children. At least I do what? Come strike the earth with a curse. So that's what he that was the Lord God said. That's why I'm here. And turn back to your inheritance, the inheritance before. Everything that they left us is in here. Everything that was going to happen to us to this day is in that book. This one is written by R.H. Charles. That's what this one is written by. And you search those and you find out. No, I have 2 dreams for you. Don't worry about it. So all them books makes up what? The Holy Bible. Yeah. So that's the Holy Bible come from somewhere. There's a reason to pray for everything under the sun. And the Holy Bible comes from somewhere. Then we have this, the Knox's Gospel, Thomas, Mary, and John. And I told you, story, that part of the story, the Acts of John, that's something I read to you yesterday. In the Acts of John, it's very important for you to read the Acts of John, because John did a whole lot of things, man. John brought a whole lot of people back to life. Yes, he did. And when he witnessed somebody and they repented, they was able to bring people back to life also. So that's in the Acts of John. So go get that book and read it. I had a dream there. This dream, most of a personal dream. I couldn't remember all the dreams. So just the part I want to tell you though. In the dream, was doing something with messing with calls. I forgot what exactly was doing. I had a child with me. But at the end of the dream, this is the part I can remember. At the end of the dream, this person he tells me, please. Now I'm in a restaurant setting with a restaurant setting, not a restaurant setting with the books and he tell me, please come over so I can wash your dirty laundry. That we said, please come over so I can wash your dirty laundry. That's what he told me. Now this a man tell me something, no woman. So I tell people that, and they know what that means. They know what that dream means. I know what that dream means also, but I'm just telling you what was given to me. Okay, let's address this. I'll tell you another dream as it go along, how I am, and how the Lord put me into this. You're going to have to make a decision. Simple as that. That was the Lord God told you, and I just finished reading that to you those who keep up with me. Yesterday, I just finished reading that to you. Yeah, with the law of God is in Revelation chapter 3, verse 15. Revelation chapter 3, verse 15. Where the law of God tell you, I wish you were either hot or cold. But since you are lukewarm, you're going to have to make a choice. And and people don't understand. And I'm watching these programs. Those are programs on the television and a different program, different movies, different things they do, and all of them coming down to one thing: you're gonna have to make a choice. You're gonna either choose evil or you're gonna choose good. That's what the law of God telling you. Either you're gonna be hot or you're gonna be cold. You're not gonna be in between. It's not gonna happen like that. So that's what I'm telling you. And they got this new picture come on talking about evil, and that's what this coming down to. Yeah, in this new picture coming out on CBS this morning, and not CBS this morning. He was on CBS this morning, but a new picture coming out Thursday. Say Thursday at 9 o'clock on CBS. So I'm in Central Time. So wherever you at, I'm in Central Standard Time, and the picture is called Evil, and that's what it's coming down to, for you to make a choice. Either you're gonna serve God or you're gonna serve the devil. That's right. You're gonna choose good or you're gonna choose evil. There ain't gonna be no in between. And these people that's in these church hours, that's what it's coming down to. This truth. So yesterday morning, and I'm gonna get back to what I was originally thinking about yesterday morning. And so yesterday morning, as I made part one, let me get it to you. Part one. I wanted you to know this. I'm get it. I made part one of man, come on, serving two masters. Yeah, I made part one of serving two masters, and when I make part one of something, I usually come back right, not too long, get up, stretch, or whatever I have to do, and come back and make part two. It's about health. That's why see one of these videos I try not to make over an hour long, because it's about your health. Don't sit down in no one spot, no hours on end, because you're going to get blood clots. Because you're living in your enemy lane. That's first. You're living in the lane of captivity. Now, those who are listening to me, that's not of us. You're still living in a land where people put monies, they put the 12 gods of Nimrod before they do anything. That's what they put them first. And that's what God's about. God's about who you put first in your life. So you put something first in your life, that's your goal. That's why the Lord God tells you, I have no other God before me. That's why He tells you that. So anyway, so as I'm prepared to do the second set, like I said, second set. As I'm preparing to make the second video, man, then all of a sudden here come the devil. Now he didn't come. He sent his demons. He didn't come like you figure he'd come with somebody evil and wicked that you know of. He come like that. He came with lukewarm people. You know what lukewarm people are? Yeah, they have a form of godliness and denying the power thereof, to do everything. All these little scriptures and everything they repeat, they recite to you, and they do all these little things, but yet and still they haven't committed themselves to the law that God. They haven't committed themselves, like getting back into the Holy Covenant, and that's what this is about. So, but anyway, I don't before that. So as one came first, and you stood out there and you have patience with that person. Now, the reason why you have faith, why you have patience with that person, because you've been knowing him a long time, and he done showed you a few little things, and when you was at a certain point in your life, God sent him into your life to do a certain thing. That's what He done. But if that person sitting still and don't want to move on and keep on going, pressing towards the mark, leave that person alone. No, don't get involved with. That's why the law of God said, That's why the Lord God Jesus said, I'm going to read it to you. Him who loves, no, let me read it to you. Because if I read it to you, you'll get it back. Because Lord God word cuts like a knife. Yes, it does. Yeah, it cuts like a knife. Okay, more than me. Let's just put down that. More than me. Yeah, that's what this is about. Who you love. Yeah. Who do you love? That's right. We're going to Matthew's, St. Matthew's, um, chapter 10, verse 37. No, we go to Matthew's chapter 10, verse 36. Let's go to 36 verse. All right. And it says, and a man's foe should be they of his own household. I'm going to repeat that. And a man's foe should be they of his own household. Now, most people think that means of their own household, the people right there in the house. Yeah, it might be that too. But it might, I know what it is. It's not only talking about the people that's your immediate family. I also talk about those who are supposed to be of Israel, those who are supposed to be of the tribes, of the 12 tribes, those who are in captivity with you in your own household. That's what it means to say a household. It don't say the own house, just say a household. Now, he that loveth his father and mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he, man, I'll put it to you. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. That was the Lord God said. Now, so these people had started out, but then when they got a taste of monies and everything, and found out that they could have money, and they into that, no, they're not doing everything like the people in the church houses doing, but they still taking hold of the money part of it. Yeah. And he that loveth money, corruption gonna come in. I don't care how you try to not put it in there. That's why the Lord God said you straddling the fence. You straddling the fence, and you lukewarm, and he got to spew you out your mouth. I don't care who you are. I don't care how many scriptures you can quote and how much sin you're not doing. You're still living in bondage. So anyway, so I've been through this once before. So once before I was talking to, I'm just telling you. Once before, because you might be going through the same thing I'm going, and the Lord God put it out. So once I was talking to a Rasta man. I've been knowing him, his father, his family all my life. And they talk. Most of them do. They few. They like the Lord God said, they bless me with their mouths, but their heart are far from me. And that's the way they are. Now, you can't change that. And so I was kind of like, indecisive. I just cut him loose. Just don't even have nothing to do, because you hate to cut them loose, because you keep trying and trying and keep preaching and keep ringing the bell and you keep blowing the horns and warning them. And guess what happened? Nothing. They're stuck in the same old position because they want to be stuck in that same position. Because whatever they have put their heart into, that's where they're at. Jesus said, the Lord God said, wherever your treasure is, that's where your heart gonna be at. That's right. And so their treasure is easy. The Rastaman, they like to smoke. They like to smoke that dung. Now I'm saying dung, but the Lord God put it harsh when He told me. So they say they like to smoke that dung. So you know that. And then the other one, they're into business. Now I just finished reading that. I want to try to find that again for you, where it said, John said, in the Acts of John, said no businessman should be saved. That was John said. That's in the Acts of John. I'm going to find it for you. Give me time one day when maybe during the Sabbath, during the study time. I'm going to look for it. I'm going to try to find what John said. John said, I tried to find that for you yesterday when he said you can't serve two masters. And so after that happened, I'm just telling you what's going on. So after he sent, that's how the devil works, man. Devil is crafty, he's subtle. He's subtle in all the situations. He ain't gonna do it. He does things loud and clamorous also. So, but when he came to Eve, he just eased into Eve, and he made his plan, and he's been working that plan. So he's more subtle than any other creature that was in the garden. That's what it says. So that's how they come into you in a friendly manner. That's right. But he's gonna knock your head off in the end. So anyway, so after that person came, and I finished deal with that person, then he sent another neighbor. That's right. He sent another neighbor with the same thing, with all those words like I'm going to it. And you think these people are doing what's right, but they're not. They're not doing what's right, man. They're not doing what's right. And then you go there being a neighbor as the law goes. But Jesus told them when they said, I'll read this to you. So anyway, after I read this to you now, then I'll get back to something else. So now let's go to what Jesus said. Yeah, they came to Jesus. And the Lord God left everything for us, just like our fathers left everything for us. That's right. Okay, let me see. Yeah, so these people came into the end, come here. He didn't come here with all. They didn't come. He didn't send those people that you see every day living in sin and doing all of. He didn't send them. No, he didn't send them. He sent people, law, like I said. He sent law-abiding people as they would say, but they're not. They're not of Christ. Not of Christ. They're on that fence. They're not hot nor cold. They're lukewarm. And Lord God said, just like the Lord God tell you, spew them out your mouth. They're lukewarm, don't have nothing to do with them. That's why the Lord God said, I wish they was hot or cold, then I could do something with them. But since they're not, I'm spewing them out their mouth. And who example we supposed be you perfect even as your Father in heaven? Spew them out your mouth. That's what the Lord God is teaching you. Yeah, that's the lesson I'm on now. All right. And then while he was yet serving God, St. Matthew chapter 12, verse 36. St. Matthew 12. You know what? Let's read all of it. God, St. Matthew chapter 12, and we're gonna start at verse 42. St. Matthew chapter 12, verse 40. And the queen of the south shall rise up in judgment with this generation, and shall condemn it. For she came from the uttermost part of the earth to hear the wisdom of Solomon. Behold, a greater than Solomon's here. And then you wonder where the queen of the south goes to this book, the Testament of Solomon, and tell you about the queen of the south and who she really is. When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking the rest and findeth none. Then he said, I return to my house from which I came out. And when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept and garnished. And I tell you that all the time. When you go to this church house, that's what the people do. It happened to me too. After I had got, after the Lord came and cleaned everything out me and when everything to me. So I go run the church out. So when I go to work, I got to do the garnishment. Now I got to put on their silver, their gold, their suits, their clothes, anoint myself with their cologne, with that, and did all these things. And that's what he was talking about. That's right. That's why the Lord God have to repent, have to save you twice. Right. Then say, I return the house. All right. Then is verse 45, Matthew chapter 12, verse 4. Then goeth he and taketh with him 7 other spirits more wicked than himself, and they enter in and dwell there. And the last day of the man is worse than the first. Even so shall it be also unto this wicked generation. And that's how it is. That's right. So when you go in these church houses and you're coming out so bad, and you wonder why you could never overcome these things. Yeah. You wonder why. I said, man, I'm going to church, I'm staying in church, I'm reading my Bible, and I'm trying to do these different things, but the devil still having his way with me. That's right. Yeah, because you're living a lie, you're under pretense. That's what you are doing. And everything is going wrong and bad in your life. And the people come along, some Lord God send somebody come along and tell you about his holy covenant. Tell you that you are Israel. You're a particular people, and exclusive only for him. And this is what you have to do. And they don't want to hear that. They didn't got in love with this world, and that's all they want, this world. All right, let's go. While he was yet there, while he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without desire to speak with him. Then one said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without desire to speak with thee. But he answered and said unto him that told him, who is my mother and who are my brethren? That's it, who is my mother and who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand towards his disciples, and said, behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. That's what the Lord God told him. And so these people not doing, you can look at them, tell them they're not doing the will of God. Man, come on, bro. You can look at them, tell them that they're not doing the will of God. That's what you can do. When you look at them, you can tell whether they have the Jezebel spirit, or they have the 7 demons in them. You can look at them and tell them. See, once you enter into that holy covenant, then you start building you build upon the spirit. Yeah, the spirit is a power that you build upon. That's what it is. And the Lord God keep it. The more you build, let's go to, man had 10 talents, right? Remember the 10 talents? And he gave each one of them talent. He gave one talent, 1, 2, 1, 3, 4. And that's what he did. So after he gave these people these talents, he came back and was looking for these talents. But they were supposed to take the talent. 2 were supposed to go get 3. Let me read it to you. Because me explaining it to you and me reading it to you are 2 different things. What you're about to say. So my reading ain't that good, but that's all right. That's all right. It's all right. It's not gonna be. All right. Let's see. 10 talents. Let's go. 10 talents. Yeah. Talents. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. So we're going with 10 talents. So we're going to 10 talents. This is not by might, not by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord holds. Now I'm Elijah. Until next time.